All right, y'all, we are back with another video. I definitely had to bring y'all this because it just got real. Salute to Kash Patel, salute to Pam Bondi, and like I always say, put prayers for Donald Trump in the comment section. Matter of fact, put prayers for Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. We must keep them safe at all times because Kash Patel and Pam Bondi is not playing around. They already arrested 3 of the top 10 most wanted, especially that list that's under President Trump of the MS-13. I mean, we got to get all of them, but they done got 3, and it seems like the Democrats are just going crazy. They still siding with the illegal aliens. They still mad at Kash Patel, Elon Musk, Donald. It's like they just mad at everything Donald Trump them do. I mean, this right here is just crazy. Not only that, they've been going out of Noem just because she did a video. I think that was at the El Salvador prison. They are mad because she did a video saying, hey, this is where these criminals need to be, right here in this prison cell behind me, and yet the Democrats are sitting up there mad that she did that. And I just don't get it at all. How is the Democrats going to ever win again if they putting illegal aliens before the American people? It just don't make sense at all. I've been saying this for the longest. They do not care about the American people. The Democrats do not care about us at all. They only care about enriching themselves, and they only care about the illegal aliens. That's all they care about. But President Trump and Pam Bondi, the whole Trump administration, is doing their thing. They're doing everything they said they was going to do on the campaign trail. Everything is coming to light. But yet the Democrats won't never say about the wins that Donald Trump got. Look what he done did to the border, food prices coming down, just all type of stuff. Donald Trump is getting wins everywhere. But yet they cannot take it. They keep criticizing the man, and it's just crazy to me. So please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this. And shout out to the ones who always watch the entire video because it definitely helps get the video out there. So salute to all of y'all. I really appreciate it. And let me know in the comment section that you did stay to the end. I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Their little distractions and the motives behind their distractions are so obvious. You know, the left has built this entire narrative around Trump being unfit, unhinged, incompetent, and of course, incapable. But every single time he proves the exact opposite. You know, they're so hyper-fixated on this signal chat scandal, this Atlantic hit piece. They're building up this idea that it was a devastating breach, the biggest scandal since Watergate, a colossal failure of national security. But let's be real. The underlying story is not a story of failure. It's actually a story of success. The Houthi operation was successful. But obviously, they don't want to have that conversation. No, they want to talk about accountability. Yeah, the same people who gave Joe Biden a pass at every turn. You want to talk about crisis? You want to talk about failure? Yeah, I'm less worried about the signal chat scandal, which honestly reeks of a deep state operation. No, I'd rather talk about Joe Biden and his foreign policy track record. Let's talk about the humiliating failure that was the Afghanistan withdrawal, shall we? Let's talk about 4 years of bumbling weakness and strategic blunders across the world.
They don't want to talk about that.
They're such absolute hypocrites, and they want so badly to paint this administration as incompetent, as failing. But again, the reality behind their fake news smears is not a story of incompetence, it's a story of success. And it's not just the Houthi operation, it's everything else that they refuse to show you. And so that right there is exactly what we're going to put a highlight on today. Let me show you guys exactly what the mainstream media is trying so badly to distract from and hide. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Okay, so like I said, they want to paint this picture, they want to tell the story of failure. But look at the track record. Trump's made some decent progress with Russia and Ukraine. Of course, they're trying to sabotage it at every point in turn. But still, you know, it's headed towards the right direction. Then we look at the southern border. He's succeeded far beyond our expectations, taking a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions and basically fixing the problem overnight. And now let's take a look at law enforcement. The latest announcement from FBI Director Kash Patel is honestly stunning. In just 4 weeks in that seat, Kash Patel is already achieving things that Biden's FBI couldn't even dream of.
This is what happens when you let good cops be cops. And we're going to continue to let good cops be cops across this country. President Trump gave us the executive decision to go after and safeguard our communities. General Bondi is our warrior of justice leading that charge. This is a mandate we have. Right now we have an American dying every 7 minutes from a drug overdose. That is a national security crisis we have not seen ever before. We have a woman or child being raped every 6.5 minutes in this country. We have a homicide twice an hour. No part of that metric is a safe and secure America. But thanks to the brave leadership of this administration and the folks that you see here, we are returning our communities to safety. As you heard, we took down this morning a top leader of MS-13.
Wow.
That is not done easily. That is done with brilliant law enforcement.
First reaction is all of our law enforcement officers are safe. That was the number one thing. They're safe. They executed a clean, safe operation, and the bad guys in custody. And thanks to the FBI, we got one of the worst of MS-13 off the streets this morning.
We were able to be out here in force to show the American people, to be here in person, that this means a lot to her and the mission. Safety is our primary concern of these communities, and we effectuated that today.
Kash Patel just arrested.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. The Democrats don't want to talk about that. The good job that Kash Patel and Pam Bondi is doing, especially when it comes to like getting these criminals off the street. They got 3 of them, which means there's 7 more to go. But it just shows you the progress, the action that they are taking. But yet the Democrats continue to just talk bad about these people. But they don't never want to praise anything like that. That's the reason why I said before, there's no way the Democrats will win again. With the mindset that they got, the way they done sent AOC out there running her mouths, trying to protect illegal aliens. You got Jasmine Crockett playing the race card, saying stuff about white people. I mean, they just all in a disarray right now. They are pissed off. They are mad, but they won't give credit due which credit should be due. Look what Kash Patel and Pam Bondi is already doing.
An MS-13 gang leader. In other words, he's taking some of the biggest public safety threats off the street.
Yep.
And that's not even the full picture.
It's only been a month, but it's been a busy month. And I think part of your success is the good relationship you have with your colleagues, whether it be John Ratcliffe, whether it be Mike Waltz. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is a really good national security team. But update us on some things, some highlights of your first month that maybe we missed.
Just in the last 3 weeks, Trey, the FBI has arrested and brought to justice, thanks to the Department of Justice and Pam Bondi, 3 top 10 of the FBI's most wanted. Let me just say that again. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of the FBI's most wanted top 10 are now in custody because of our relationships with folks like Director Ratcliffe and Secretary Hegseth and Rubio, and the list goes on. But we've also returned to justice in just 1 short week's time one of the architects of the Abbey Gate explosion that killed 13 of our service members. We did that in 1 week, flying through multiple countries and going into Pakistan and utilizing our liaison relationships and the leverage that we have, thanks to great guys like Johnny Ratcliffe, and getting a modicum of justice to the American people. And just to put that in perspective, those folks have been on the run for 4 years. And in the last 12 months before I got into this seat, Trey, do you know how many top 10 FBI's most wanted were arrested by the FBI? 0. That's the difference.
That's because Joe Biden them didn't care at all. Joe Biden them only cared about Joe Biden and enriching themselves. That's the reason why you see Jasmine Crockett, she worth so much money. You see Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren, Maxine Waters. Look at all the money they are worth now. They were just worried about that. They weren't caring about the American people. That's why they so mad at Elon Musk for exposing the waste and fraud. That's the reason why they so mad. They were not worried about going after killers. They did not care at all. I mean, that just go to show you, man.
Difference. 4 weeks in, we got 3, and we're just warming up.
Just 4 weeks in, Kash Patel's FBI has arrested 3 out of the top 10 most wanted criminals and threats in the country. And I'm actually not 100% sure, but that MS-13 gang leader might have actually been one of those top 10 leaders, so it might even be 4 at this point. And let that sink in. 4 weeks in, and they're absolutely speedrunning through the top 10 most wanted list. Joe Biden had 4 years, and they did nothing. This administration is rounding up violent criminals, dismantling MS-13 operations, locking up terrorists and thugs, either putting them in prison or shipping them to frickin' El Salvador. They are succeeding at protecting the American homeland, but the mainstream media wants you focused on the Signal chat leak. Oh, the Signal chat leak. Oh, this administration is so incompetent.
That's crazy.
Incompetent my behind. They are absolutely firing on all cylinders, and there's no comparison. It's really a we are not not the same kind of moment. Because what was Joe Biden's DOJ focused on? Biden weaponized the DOJ to go after political opponents. He was more focused on going after every J6er, who nearly all of them were non-violent. He was more focused on going after frustrated parents who were protesting school board meetings. And remember, at one point, we got that internal memo where Merrick Garland labeled American parents, concerned parents, as a domestic terrorist threat. Not to mention them
That's exactly what he was doing, going after J6ers, going after President Trump, keeping him in courtrooms, had them Biden-appointed judges. We knew exactly what the Biden administration did, and then soon Donald Trump get in office. Oh, Donald Trump just want revenge. So these people feel like they can do all this to Donald Trump, but yet he can't react back. It's like that don't make any sense. They ran on saying, oh, he just want revenge. They kept saying that because they really didn't want Donald Trump to go after them. No, Joe Biden did it. When he was president, he went after President Trump, went after J6ers, went after everybody that support President Trump. Now it's President Trump's turn, and I don't care.
What? After pro-life activists, that's what the Biden administration was focused on, and this is what the Trump administration is doing. Yeah, a real we are not the same moment, huh? The stark contrast is clear. And honestly, the Democrats continue to display the contrast in priorities here, because as these operations are happening, what are the Democrats outraged over? What game are they trying to play? Well, of course, the outrage game, the faux outrage game. Christy Noem recently posted this video.
Here at CCOT today and visiting this facility.
There's the video right here that just got Democrats freaking out. Like, why would you go out the, Christy Noem just because it's prisoners right behind us? Just let you know this is where all them criminals that need to be. That's where all of them need to be, right behind her. But yet Democrats got a problem with it. All because they don't like Donald Trump, all because Christy Noem supports President Trump. That's just what they do.
And first of all, I want to thank El Salvador and their president for their partnership with the United States of America to bring our terrorists here and to incarcerate them and have consequences for the violence that they have perpetuated in our communities. I also want everybody to know, if you come to our country illegally, this is one of the consequences you could face. First of all, do not come to our country illegally. You will be removed and you will be prosecuted. But know that this facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use if you commit crimes against the American people.
More success as I view it, showing once again that they're doing the dirty work, the work that needs to be done to get these violent gang members behind bars and protect American citizens. What are the Democrats saying? Stuff like this. I'm not going to share the Noem video, but it is a case study in the sort of dehumanization and bigotry that has led to even worse horrors throughout history. We should all be shamed that this is being done in our name.
That just don't make sense, and that is right there just show you how all the Democrats speak. They don't even want to share the video, all because they don't like President Trump. And like I say, anybody that support President Trump. And Christy Noem pretty much said, if you hurt our American citizens, whatever you do to American citizens, this is where you're going to end up being, right here in these prison cells. But Democrats still want to take up for these violent criminals. I just don't get it at all.
What an absolute joke. Give me a break. These people are more outraged by a PR video than they are by the fact that violent murderers were roaming free under their beloved Joe Biden DOJ. So yes, the signal chat thing, it shouldn't have happened. But again, we don't have the whole story, and at the end of the day, it's clear that the Democrats are using it as a distraction from what's really going on behind the scenes.
That's what they're doing.
They're attempting to distract from Donald Trump's record of wins. The Trump administration is quietly cleaning up the disasters that were left behind by the Biden administration, the border, which is now secure, crime, which is being crushed, alien gang members who are being deported, terrorists and top wanted criminals that are being taken off the board one by one. They're trying so badly to tell this story of incompetence, but what I'm seeing is extreme competence and a solidified track record of success, achievement, and progress. And that right there is the story the media doesn't want to tell. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you.
There we go. Salute to Liberal High Mind. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Let him know in the comment section that The Real Adogg sent you. But I definitely had to bring y'all this. Democrats are just down bad. They're just finding, either way it takes for them to just want to hate on Donald Trump, want to hate on Christy Noem. All because President Trump is winning and they can't take it. So, like I said, thank you all for watching, especially the ones that made it to the end. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.